What impacts voter turnout in U.S. presidential elections? Imagine a nation where every eligible citizen actively participates in choosing its leader. The level of participation in presidential elections can be influenced by a variety of factors that shape whether people decide to cast their ballots. Understanding these influences can shed light on the democratic process and how it can be strengthened. One significant factor is the level of voter engagement and interest in the candidates and issues. When voters feel that the election is meaningful or that their vote can make a difference, they are more likely to go to the polls. Conversely, when interest wanes or the choices seem uninspiring, turnout tends to decline. Campaign strategies that effectively communicate the importance of voting can boost participation. Voter accessibility plays a crucial role as well. States with easier registration processes, such as same-day registration or online options, tend to see higher turnout. The availability of early voting and mail-in voting also makes it more convenient for people to participate, especially for those with busy schedules or mobility challenges. When barriers to voting are reduced, more citizens are empowered to exercise their rights. Socioeconomic factors influence voter turnout as well. Individuals with higher levels of education and income are generally more likely to vote. This trend may be linked to greater awareness of political issues and more resources to navigate the voting process. Conversely, communities facing economic hardships or limited access to information may experience lower participation rates. The perceived competitiveness of an election can also impact turnout. When a race appears close or highly consequential, voters are more motivated to participate. On the other hand, if an election seems predetermined or uncompetitive, some voters may feel their vote has less impact and choose not to vote. Legal and structural elements within the electoral system also matter. Laws that expand voting rights, such as removing restrictions on voter identification or reducing voting hours, tend to increase turnout. Conversely, laws that impose strict identification requirements or reduce early voting options can suppress participation among certain groups. Finally, social influences and community engagement can encourage voting. When civic education emphasizes the importance of participation, and when community leaders advocate for voting, individuals are more likely to see voting as a civic duty worth fulfilling. In summary, voter turnout in United States presidential elections is shaped by a complex interplay of interest, accessibility, socioeconomic status, election competitiveness, legal frameworks, and community influence. Recognizing these factors helps in understanding how to foster a more inclusive and active democratic process.